Well, it's that time of the week again where we get to talk about brand new VR games coming out this week, new games coming out next week, and of course some of that juicy VR gaming news that we all love so much. Before we dive into that though, I'll ask you one small freaking favour. If you wouldn't mind smashing that like button and maybe subscribing if you are new as well, that would make a huge difference to me and you, because you'd get these videos delivered to your faces every time they drop. Now let's dive into our very first game, new VR games this week. Well, it fills me with great joy to be able to say that Into the Radius 2 came to the Quest 3 this week. Oh, yes, indeed, it's finally happened. Now, of course, it isn't always sunshine and rainbows with these things, although I will say there is definitely more sunshine and rainbows than there are negatives. There are still a couple in there. All in all, you'll be pleased to know that this looks graphically stunning on the Quest 3. It looks really bloody good. Now, of course, it's never going to quite stand up to the PC because, well, obviously, there's a power difference there, guys. But nonetheless, it looks really frigging crisp and really decent on the Quest 3. Not only that, but most of the game is there. I would say 95% of it currently. The only thing that is currently missing from Into the Radius 2 that is on PC is the fact that there is like this new sort of boss type level that they dropped the other week. That's not in this yet, but it's coming, so don't worry, it's going to be coming soon. By the time you've got through most of the content there, you're already going to be ready to play that part and it'll be added into the game by that point. The other thing that's not currently in there because of those differences is crossplay, so you can't play with PCVR players. Kind of sucks, to be honest with you. I think that would have been a very good move for them, but of course with there being differences in the game builds, it's just simply not possible. Other than that though, I gotta say, tickle me impressed. They did a great job as they did with the first game coming over onto Quest. They've done the same thing here again, where they've just done an incredible job porting this over and just making it feel like the full fat version, even though you're in the standalone version. So if you're on the fence about buying this is an absolute freaking no-brainer recommend from me. If you like the first game, get this game in your life. Not only that, but of course this is multiplayer as well, so now you can talk your friend into the fact that they should buy this game and you know, go play it. Next up, we also had Out of Sight VR drop this week as well, and this is a brand new PCVR game that's also going to be coming to the Quest and PSVR 2 later this year. But right now it's just dropped in its sort of like more early access form on PCVR, and this is looking seriously friggin' promising. I jumped in and experienced just a very small portion of this game. I haven't put a lot of time into it, but I also did a little bit of review hunting, just watching other people talk about it as well. And I think the general consent about this is, damn, this is pretty decent. It's kind of like a mixture between sort of, I would say, a Little Nightmares type experience mixed with Among the Sleep, and I feel like those two things gelled together actually equaled out a really fun experience. I like the mechanics in this game, although I do think it needs some, like, you know, some more bare bones sort of comfort options being put into it, but other than that, this is a really friggin' solid experience. I highly recommend it if you've got a PCVR to go check this one out, or if not, then get this on your wish list ready for when it does come out on Quest or PSVR 2. This is going to be one of those really fun horror adventures that isn't just straight up terrifying, it just like adds a little bit of tension, but you kind of really get to love the story as you go through it. Definitely a recommend from me. This is a cool one. VR gaming news. First bit of news is that Zombie Army VR has been delayed again. Well, shocker. I mean, I'm not that surprised considering no one really got any press keys given out. There wasn't a lot of news talking about this run lead up to its release. I just hope that this means that they're refining it even more. Like I've said past, I've gone from pessimistic when I tried this myself, not loving it, to, you know, slightly excited as we've got closer to its release, as it seems like they're listening to the community, and I'm really just hoping that this final delay means that they really want this to be like a great game when it comes out, opposed to it being a mediocre game. And as we all know, you only get one release when it comes to gaming, so get it bloody right. This is now going to be coming out on June 12th, just so you know, that's next month. Pretty early into it, so not too bad, not too long of a wait, and if it means the game's better for it, then I am all for it. Next up, we have a game called Siberia. Now, this is actually a really old point-and-click adventure that's just had a full remaster done for flat gaming. Now, the exciting part about this is actually when they announced this, and they announced the flat trailer for this, they also announced that they're going to be making a standalone version of this for the Quest 3. So it's fully in the works. There's no trailer for it or anything yet, so what I'm showing you is the flat trailer, but it does mean that this is going to be making its way over to the Quest platform. This game looks absolutely stunning. I've never personally played these games myself, but when I started looking into it, it looked like a really, well, a renowned game. A lot of people freaking love this, but not just that, but the game actually itself looks really cool. So if they're making a Quest 3 version of this, I'm interested. I want to see what it's like. So I'll let you know when the trailer drops for that and we can talk about it a little bit more. Next up, we have North Star VR. Now, this is actually a really interesting one because this is actually a demo made to really show off just everything the Quest 3 can do right now, using all of the developer tools and really just highlighting the actual power behind the Quest 3. So if you're interested, this is free. It's like a short demo that you can sort of play through. It's actually really freaking cool to the point where I have actually recorded this. I'm going to be dropping a video on this actually on the channel, which is rare for me. I know I don't do gameplay very often unless something really intrigues me, and this tickled me freaking interested because it's not only a very stunning experience, but it really does show off some of the stuff that the Quest 3 can do that we still haven't kind of really seen used or utilized properly in games just yet. So it just fills me up with hope, the fact that the Quest 3 still has plenty of power left to give in it, and not just that, it's just going to require developers to get a little bit more inventive and creative in how they optimize their games to be able to utilize some of the features that we see in this. So like I say, go check this out, North Star VR. You can play it yourselves right now. I'm also going to be dropping a video on it over the weekend, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Next up, we have Wipe Clean. Now this is a PCVR game coming out next month, but I wanted to give it a shout out because it looked just kind of interesting. I'm actually sad this is only coming out for PCVR, as I think it was actually do way better if it came out on the Quest, but whatever. The whole idea behind this is that you're going to be cleaning up crime scenes. Yeah, it looks pretty brutal, so you're going to be cleaning up some pretty dread stuff, and then on top of that, you're going to be solving kind of the mystery as you go through this, leading you to your inevitability of, well, potentially finding the killer. Kind of terrifying, kind of awesome. I'm actually pretty excited about this one on a whole, so props to them. Looking forward to trying this one out myself, and like I say, hopefully this is something that will come to the Quest later, because I kind of feel like this would do really well on that platform, especially if they could add multiplayer. Next up, we had some really cool stuff come from Dungeons of Eternity. Now, if you're unaware, they're bringing their game over to PCVR very soon. In doing so, they have jazzed up the graphics to the maximum because this looks ridiculously cool. And I'm also really hoping, fingers crossed, that this means they'll do an also jazzed up version for the Quest 3. So keep your fingers crossed, guys. It's not been confirmed yet, but I hope that's the case. But as you can see here, this is absolutely gorgeous. It looks really, really well made for the PCVR, and I'm just looking forward to playing an ultra polished version of this. Fingers crossed this means that they'll bring it to the PSVR 2 on this quality scale as well, because honestly there's no reason why it couldn't be done like that. The PSVR 2 is more than powerful enough, and not just that, but man, I'm just looking forward to experiencing this game in high fidelity. I've played it a ton on Quest. In fact, I used to go in there weekly between me and Mateo and just play the crap out of this game, so I'm really excited to bring that back and of course just do it in like this high fidelity state. Really impressive. Coming up next week. Now here is some exciting news that I know every single one of you has been waiting for, because I get the comments every single week, and that is the fact that I can finally say Hard Bullet is dropping next week. I know, it's been a hot minute, but finally I can say it. It's coming out next week. If you're unaware of what Hard Bullet is, this is the ultimate physics sandbox kind of craziness experience where you can get in there and do some insanely brutal things. Or of course just feel like John Wick, where you can go around with a pencil and destroy a bunch of people. This game is one of my top favorite sort of sandbox games. I love it. It's stupid fun. It's really fun experience, and it's got a ton of replayability to it. So definitely one, if you're interested in picking up, you should. And for all of you guys and girls out there that have been commenting, well, you didn't say when Hard Bullet's coming out. Well, it's coming out next week, finally, and I look forward to that releasing so that I no longer get badgered about where is Hard Bullet. I don't know. I didn't develop the game, guys. I'm just talking about it. And there you have it, guys. That is everything for the VR gaming news this week. Honestly, another really fun video. We get to talk about some cool stuff when it comes to these videos. Massive thank you for supporting them. Smash that like if you enjoy this type of content, because it really does incentivize me to keep making it. And not just that, it really helps the algorithm and other people on YouTube get to see these videos. Thankfully, you guys are so supportive that it's helped elevate these videos, keeping them relevant, which is why a year and a half later, I'm still doing them. So massive thank you to you. Have an awesome weekend. Let me know in the comments down below what you're going to be playing this weekend, as I'm always intrigued. Maybe it's multiplayer. Maybe I'll jump in. Maybe you might meet me. Who knows? Peace out. Catch you in the next video. Bye bye.